Hi everyone, I'm Eve and welcome to today's class. Today we will be doing a mini flow for self-love. So I invite you to come into an easy seat, whether that's on the floor or in a chair. Personally, I'm in my spinny chair, so take your time to get settled and we'll start with some breathing. And I want you to try to sit up nice and tall, and I invite you to bring one hand to your chest and your other hand to your stomach. Feel free to close your eyes or keep them open. And take a few moments here to listen to the rhythm of your breath. For today's class, I wanted to include an affirmation, which is just a phrase for you to repeat to yourself throughout class. And today's affirmation is, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of love. As you breathe, feel free to repeat that to yourself, either quietly in your mind, or even feel free to speak those words out loud. Take one more round of breath. We'll begin to move into our subtle movements, so hands can come to rest at your sides. Feel free to adjust your seat. And we'll start by rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. So we're really focusing on opening up the chest, letting go of any stiffness or tension that we might have built up in the neck and shoulders. One more round of breath. When you're ready, leave your shoulders down and back, and we'll move into some seated hugs. So first we're going to spread our arms wide out to the side as if you're going to give someone a really big hug. And then on your exhale, you're going to give yourself that big hug. Hands might come to squeeze your sides. And inhale to open. And exhale to embrace yourself in a big hug. Find your pace. Maybe you like to come back to that affirmation, I am worthy of love. And we'll take one more hug. Feel free to give yourself a few extra seconds of squeeze here. When you're ready, release all of that. Maybe you come back to a few shoulder rolls. And we'll move into some seated cat-cow. So again, sitting up nice and tall. For our cow pose, we're going to inhale, draw your torso forward. Maybe you open your chest slightly. And exhale, round your spine, tucking the chin along with the tailbone. I kind of like to move my arms along my legs here. In your cow pose, maybe you look slightly up towards the sky, or maybe you look really far up towards the ceiling. It's up to you. We'll take one more round of breath. When you're ready, make your way back to an easy seat. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll move into our chest expansion. So we're going to draw our hands behind our back, working to have our palms face each other. And since I have a chair in my way, I'm going to imagine that I'm holding a beach ball behind my back. So first we're going to inhale, find length in your spine. Then on your exhale, maybe you like to lean slightly forward, hinging at the hips, leading with your chest. One more round of breath. On your next inhale, come back up. Maybe you like to take some movements in the arms and the shoulders, We'll come into seated crescent moon. So we're going to inhale, draw your hands up overhead, and then we're going to try to have our hands interlace or palms reach each other. We're going to inhale, reach as high as you can towards the sky, bringing biceps to ears, and on your exhale, lean to the right hand side. Try to keep the body square forward. One more breath. On your next inhale, come back to center. Arms can come back down to your sides. Feel free to take any resetting movement you like. And we'll come back to our chest expansion. So hands come behind the back. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, begin to hinge at your hips. Draw the shoulder blades back towards one another. Broaden your chest. One more breath. On your next inhale, come back to an easy seat. We'll come to our crescent moon on the opposite side. So inhale, hands reach above your head. Again, hands might come to meet each other. And we'll inhale, bring the elbows or the upper arms close to the ears. We'll inhale for length in the spine and exhale, lean to the left. This time opening up through the right side body. Keep breathing. One more round of breath. On your next inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands come down. Feel free to take any resetting motions. And we'll come to our final round of chest expansion. So hands come behind the back. Inhale, find length in your spine. And then on your exhale, hinge at your hips. One more round of breath. And on your next inhale, come back up into an easy seat. We'll wrap up class with a seated twist. If you prefer not to twist, you're always welcome to come into your final resting pose. So we'll inhale for length in the spine. Then on your exhale, begin to twist and open towards the right. Left hand might rest on your leg. Right hand might rest slightly behind you. Remember, our arms are here to support our twist. Last round of breath. On your next exhale, come back to center. We'll reset. Inhale, find length in your spine. On your exhale, twist and open to the left. Keep pulling up through the crown of your head, sitting up nice and tall. Last breath. On your next exhale, come back to center. We'll come back to our seated breath work. One hand might come to rest on your chest, the other might come to rest on your stomach, and maybe your gaze softens or even your eyes close. And come back to the rhythm of your breath. I invite you to come back to the affirmation, I am worthy of love. Maybe this time you say it out loud, I am worthy of love. Feel free to continue listening to the rhythm of your breath, and thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope to see you next time.